I'm now joined on the line by Leslie Mudimu, a junior regional analyst at PESA and an associate at Signal Risk. The topic we're discussing are women candidates and the role women play in the elections in Zimbabwe. Good evening, Leslie. Now, 4 women will take on 18 men in Zimbabwe's elections. Dr. Joyce Mujuri, Dr. Thokozani Kupe, Violet Mariacha and Malba Dzepatsi. Now, they range from a breast cancer survivor and a trade unionist to a liberation war icon and author, an entrepreneur, and even a fashion designer. This is certainly history in the making.
Yes. I believe that we have a very interesting role of candidates this year, and it makes me very happy to see women also stepping up despite the difficulties that we know women face in Zimbabwe. And we have already seen with news reports in the past couple of months how difficult it is to be a candidate operating in a country like Zimbabwe. So I always commend the women that are in public spaces as politicians and activists, because it's something that a lot of us want to do and aspire to do, despite the difficulties.
Definitely role models for women across the continent and women across the world. My sense is that there's a tremendous amount of work that needs to be done to launch women into these type of roles such as ministers, MPs and so forth. What role will these candidates play in politics? Because we do know that they will not become this presidential elections winners.
What we hope for as young women is that in whatever space that they end up occupying with the new incoming government, the women represent the interests of every young woman out there in Zimbabwe, and also work collectively to disbar patriarchy, because it's one of the things that is very rampant in Zimbabwean politics. And a lot of young people are very much afraid of joining politics because they know the sort of slurs they will be subjected to. They know the sort of treatment. And a lot of us have seen it with Fadai Maheda's campaign, you know, where despite her showing herself that she's a very capable candidate and has worked hard for her accolades, a lot of people always narrow it down to, is she married and is she hoping to get married? And those are not the kind of questions you want to be asked in a public space. So I would hope that whatever position the current women running in the elections take up in the new Zimbabwe, they work hard to break down the patriarchy that has led us to this position.
Thanks so very much. That was Leslie, who spoke to us about the role of women in the up-and-coming elections in Zimbabwe.